Quit trying to become viral and become visible and valuable. The goal is not maximum volume. The goal is profitable volume. If you're like most agents, you probably think doing more deals will solve your money problems. But guys, some of the busiest agents I know are also some of the most stressed, the most overwhelmed, and also the most underpaid. More transactions don't automatically create more profit. Sometimes they just create more work. So in this episode, I'm gonna show you how to identify clients, the deals, and the activities that actually make you more money. And more importantly, how to stop wasting your time on the ones that don't. Because one profitable deal can outperform 5 exhausting ones. Let's start with one of the biggest places agents lose money without even realizing it. So here's how you stop wasting time on bad real estate deals and leads. One of the biggest mistakes new agents are making is confusing the activity with productivity. And that is one of the founding core values at our office is we do not confuse activity with productivity. That is just not gonna happen, because when somebody responds to you, it doesn't mean they're actually a client, right? And a low quality lead comes with so much hidden cost, not just the money or the referrals, but the time, the energy, the follow-up, emotional burnout. Guys, the opportunity cost is crazy. That's why Zillow and Homes.com and Realtor.com, they charge so much for leads, because they are people raising their hands. The ones that you get thousands a month, y'all, that's some hard-earned effort right there. And the amount of time you have to put into it will probably be 3 times the amount of time and money than you would if you had just bought a warm lead. Now, I'm not telling you to buy leads. I'm just explaining to you why it's like that, and any lead is not a good lead. So here's a shift, and I think you need to filter your leads, because before you invest weeks into someone, start qualifying them faster. And I want you to look at 4 things, right? Motivation, timeline, financial readiness, and decision-making ability. Right? Those are 4 pretty strong ones, and we know you can think of examples right now when I say it. They got to be motivated, they got to know when they want to move, they got to know if they can buy or if they have the money to buy, and they've got to make a damn decision. How often do we work with people that are just kicking tires? So it's a real simple question. I want you to look at this. What's making you consider moving? When would you ideally like to buy or sell? Have you spoken with the lender yet? Who else is in the decision? Those 4 questions expose the seriousness, and they do it fast. And this doesn't make you rude, y'all. It makes you a professional. How many times do you go to the doctor and there's a questionnaire? They want to know what's going on, what's happening. You meet with your financial advisor. Have you bought anything? Have you done anything different? What's your mortgage amount now? Like stuff like that. It's because they're professionals. They're trying to do their job. Why don't we do that? It's also going to help you protect your calendar. And we know if you protect your calendar, it's going to protect your income. So make sure that you start acting like a professional and look at those 4 questions. And I'll have them down in the show notes so you can go and read them again. So I also want to show how you can find higher quality leads even if you're a new agent. And the big next shift is better clients don't usually come from chasing random attention. It just doesn't. Yeah, I see a lot of people doing TikTok dances. They're doing some of these videos, y'all. They are damn Oscar worthy, right? They are fantastic. But what the hell? Are you getting business from it? Because they're getting a lot of attention, but I doubt they're getting you as much business as you could if you were actually nurturing relationships that come from them. Better clients usually don't come from chasing random attention, y'all. If you're doing these huge TikTok videos, you're doing these big billboards, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say those are not great leads. People that are willing to call me off a billboard, I don't think hit those 4 criteria, right? They might be motivated. They definitely probably don't know their financial. They probably don't know their income. They come from relationships, y'all, and trust. And that's why referrals outperform cold opportunities time and time again. Because think about that. When you get referred somebody, they're like, yeah, when do we start working together? Before you even had a conversation, because they were referred to you. That person already likes you. They already trust you because somebody good that likes you and trusts you already said they like and trust you. If you go with a cold lead, they are thinking that they own you. So just think about that for a minute. I want you to think about how you can spend too much time trying to go viral instead of becoming visible and valuable. And write that down. I want you to become visible and valued to the people around you. So focus on these 3 things: consistent follow-up, showing your local expertise, and staying visible in your network. So you got to create a simple local market content. You have to have real conversations and help people understand the process, because that's what builds authority, and authority lowers the resistance. When people see you as knowledgeable, the business gets easier. Conversations convert faster, trust builds faster, and your pipeline becomes more predictable. So here's how to make more money with fewer real estate deals. And it's all about profitability, because this is the part most agents never calculate. Not all deals are equal. Not all deals are equal. I want you to actually say that out loud, right? Like, not all deals are equal, because some deals take 6 months, tons of driving because you're 2 hours away, you're stressed out, and you leave with very little money at the end of the day. While other deals, like a breeze, right? They close fast, they actually refer you 3 people, and they create way more profit with a whole lot less effort. That's why transaction count by itself means almost nothing. And what matters is, what did the deal actually cost you? How much time did it take you? How much did you keep? And you're lucky, because it's probably going to give you future business as well. Because sometimes 2 strong referral-based deals can outperform 5 random internet leads financially all day long. And that's the shift, y'all. The goal is not maximum volume. The goal is profitable volume, because that's how you build a business that lasts without burning yourself out trying to chase every effing lead. And once you understand how to do that, you're gonna stop trying to become the busiest agent in the market, and you start becoming selective with more intentional business, with more intentional clients. And you're gonna start being like a business owner, because profitable businesses are usually simpler. They're not heavier, and they have less chaos, better clients, better margins, and that gives you a better life. So if this episode helped change the way you think about production, I would love for you to hit subscribe and save this episode. Or send it to an agent who's grinding nonstop, because they might need to hear exactly what I'm saying. Have you ever heard somebody say, don't do as many deals? Probably not. They're probably over there cracking the whip saying, do more, do more, do more. But they're not seeing the results they expected. So share that with somebody. And if you want to help build a more predictable business, grab the Money and Math workbook down below, because once you start measuring profitability instead of just the activities you're doing, everything about your business will start to change. And then you'll realize that more deals don't automatically create you more profit. And that'll lead you to asking much smarter questions, like which deals actually build the best business? Because not all transactions are equal, and some of those deals are gonna drain your time, your energy, your attention, your profit margins. They're gonna do all of that. While other types, they're gonna create better commissions in business and stronger referrals and long-term stability. That's exactly what we're breaking down in the next episode. The more profitable deal types agents ignore, because some of the best opportunities in real estate are the ones newer agents overlook completely. And I'm gonna show you how those types actually compound over time. So that way you stop chasing random business and you start building a much more profitable one.